Out there that have difficulties when it comes to breathing. And joining me this morning, I have Dr. John Granton with me and Jake Olson from the Ticats. November is indeed all about your lungs. Right. And some of the stats are remarkable. 1 in 5 kids with asthma. Right.
So in Ontario, about 570,000 Ontarians have asthma, but 1 in 5 children and about 1 in 10 adults. It's probably increasing over time. In fact, some of the researchers in Toronto discovered that it probably is increasing compared to previous decades.
And Jake, you speak with experience. You know, you're a pro athlete, but as a kid, you figured out you had asthma.
Yeah, it was when I was younger in elementary school. I went out, I was very active, and I had a lot of fun at recess and never could catch my breath after that. And then when my mom came to pick me up from school, my lips were actually starting to turn blue, and that was the day where I found out that I had asthma.
Yeah, but you represent that even if you have asthma, there's ways that you can continue to succeed and meet your dreams.
Yeah, they have me on certain medications that you can prevent it or like mediate it. And once I'm taking those, I don't have to take my emergency inhaler as much. And I mean, I've been able to make it this far to play pro football, and I don't want asthma to ever stop anyone.
And that's the case too. That's what you're here today to share, is that many people have this. You're not alone, but there's ways that you can go and strategize.
Yeah, and so Jake illustrates everything perfectly. You know, if you get recognized properly, you had a proper diagnosis using spirometry to test your lung function, and then you put on proper control medication and you stay on the medication, you won't get into trouble. But if you start to fall off, then you start to experience difficulties, and you have to take rescue medication to allow you to do things. And you really shouldn't need to do that. You should have a normal life.
Yeah, and you can contest as well. You can also say that you kind of fell off your regiment because you're injured right now, but when you're on your regiment, you're good.
Yeah, when I'm on my regiment, like, I hardly have to use my rescue inhaler. I mean, here and there, maybe a fall day where my allergies act up, but otherwise, other than that, I don't have to take it that often.
So as a parent, is there something we should be looking for in our child to know whether they have asthma or not?
Well, I think, you know, if your child's having breathlessness or can't keep up and is complaining of shortness of breath or cough, you know, kind of discharge through the sinuses and kind of a croupy cough or an infection every year, that may be a sign of early asthma, and probably get it checked out by your family doc or a pediatrician.
Are we born with this, or does this happen over time?
It happens over time. It's not something that you usually see in really young children. It usually develops a little bit later on, but there are asthma tendencies that occur over time. We know that children of parents who smoke or exposures to different environmental stimulants are more likely to get asthma or lung disease, but there probably is also a genetic component too.
Just when we were in the commercial break, you showed me a test that can show what it's like to have an asthma attack.
Yeah, it kind of gives you a sense of how people with lung disease feel. So
okay, I want people at home to do this right now.
So make sure you've swallowed your cereal before you try this. So you're going to take a deep breath right to the top, and don't let it out. Now try to breathe at that level.
Yeah.
So every day, like every minute of the day, for people who aren't being treated or people with other lung diseases, people with emphysema, that's how they feel day to day, and so they go about their business every day feeling that way.
So we want you to pay attention to that, of course, and also support the Lung Association. You can go to our website, but also you can check out lunghealthcheck.ca, or also go to breathingas1.ca for more information. Jake, I hope you get better.
Thank you.
Dr.
Good.
John,
thank you very much.
Thanks
for the opportunity.
And to every breath of fresh air today, guys. Enjoy it.